Yeah, hi, I'm Nina. So I'm currently co-founding Qokka, early stage AI and OP startup, and we're actually building a non-code tool, Excel for text. So we want to empower everyone to analyze and understand and extract insights from massive unstructured text data. So AI and NLP technologies has very high learning curve, and meanwhile, it's quite hard and expensive to hire talent in this area. So we want to enable everyone to use this amazing piece of technology and to help them accomplish their business goals.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, in terms of my hobbies, yeah, I do have a lot of hobbies. So first, I actually like volunteering a lot. So I've been volunteering as a suicide crisis counselor since the beginning of this pandemic. So I'm now also volunteering as a domestic violence advocate and counselor and a grief support counselor. And I also love all kinds of exercises. Yeah, so I exercise every day. This is part of my life. I love
Mm-hmm.
yoga and dance. Boxing and taking long walks. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I also love reading books and writing. Yeah.
Awesome.
Uh, yeah, in terms of my role model, I think I have many, but
Mm-hmm.
I think first is I think my parents.
Mm-hmm.
I think my parents has great influence on me. I think they're really kind-hearted, open-minded, and hardworking, and they're also risk takers. That's why I'm a risk taker too.
Mm-hmm.
And Elon Musk, maybe many people love Elon Musk. I like Elon Musk is because I think he's a dreamer and a doer. He dream big and he actually, make it work, right?
Yes.
Um, yeah, and RBG. Yeah, I think I really admire her dedication and contribution to gender equality. She's really a role model for all women. Yeah.
Awesome. Great. Yeah, I totally agree with you. He's a big time, a role model for a lot of people.
Yeah.
The best thing about him is that he's just not a dreamer, he's a doer. A lot of people
Yeah.
just dream and they forget
Exactly.
they have to do
Yeah.
accomplish also. Okay, yeah. So I totally agree. So what has been your journey like from the day you graduated, from where you graduated to till
Mm.
till this date? What has been your journey?
Yeah, so I came to US 7 years ago, in 2013, and I did my master at University of Washington.
Mm-hmm.
And then after I finished my master program, I took a flight to Silicon Valley without a job. Yeah, so I found my first job here, and I you know I experienced layoffs, a lot of things like that, and I worked at a few startup design agencies, and then I landed in Baidu Research. So that's where I started my journey in the AI industry, right? And I worked there as our designer, the only designer at Baidu Research for about 2 years,
Mm-hmm.
and then I followed my big boss then, Andrew Ng. So I joined his startup AI,
Mm-hmm.
and I helped incubate our startup there. And
Mm-hmm.
then I joined my friend in the summer of 2018. So it's the current startup. Um, so yeah, so that story.
Wow.
Yeah.
Taking a flight, knowing that you are flying to Silicon Valley, and then you have a lot of struggle ahead of you, is such a daring job. Great.
Yeah.
So what are some of the obstacles you have faced that you want to talk about in this session today, the major ones, like the difficult times you faced throughout this journey?
Well, first, I think for me, like, actually didn't really see obstacles as obstacles. I think life is one problem after another, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you just try your best to solve problems.
Mm-hmm.
But, I do face a lot of challenges. Like, for example, I was laid off for my first job, and actually just 2 weeks after I converted to full time.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, and also, as an immigrant, right? There's a lot of risks and uncertainties. To actually work here, and also for my current startup, like we've been running out of money for many times. So yeah, but and as I mentioned before, like for me, obstacles, I think I see obstacles as opportunities, right? Opportunity to grow, to become better of ourselves, and I think they are also signals. They are like the bread scrums, like they are leading us to our own unique path.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. They are the learning stones, stepping stones, and I totally agree with you. So, what are some of your key achievements that you have achieved? While facing these obstacles. So yeah, would you like to talk about that?
Yeah. I think I think the same, but actually I feel like I don't know if I have any major achievements. I think achievement it's really uh that people have different definitions, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think actually for me, I think the big achievement is myself. Like I just turned into 30 years old, and I think
Mm-hmm.
I am the best product I've ever built.
Okay,
Yeah, but
that's awesome.
if I say if I think if say it's any there's any traditional definition of achievements, I think for me is um I think yeah, I was the only designer at the the bad research, and I uh was responsible for a couple of products, and yeah, it was we made a lot of accomplishments of the products, and then yeah, I'm a co-founder of a startup, so although we're still making our efforts,
Mm-hmm.
and and yeah, but I think we learn a lot during the journey.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I see these lessons as achievement too.
Achievements. Yeah,
Yep.
I totally agree. I totally every lesson is an achievement actually, and every challenge that you overcome is an achievement, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is one piece of advice would you like to give us, our female engineers or budding entrepreneurs, to get into tech industry, or to start their own company, or just say follow their own dreams?
Yeah. I'd say be confident. So these days I have been mentoring other younger designers or professionals at their early career. I feel like uh, as a woman, like sometimes we feel like we always have to prove ourselves, right? And we
True.
feel like we are always not enough.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in the startup industry and Silicon Valley, and actually the most times I've been always the only lady in the room, and I can really feel the difference, between ladies and gentlemen. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like for guys, they are always confident.
Mm-hmm.
They never feel like they have to prove, uh, but yeah, it's just for us, it's really different. Like even we are actually, really good enough, but we feel like we are not, and it's like we need constant approval from
Mm-hmm.
others. Yeah, so I think yeah, the advice really is be confident, and you are enough, right? You don't have to fake it till becoming. You are already like who you want to be, and I think yeah, the thing is we don't have to prove ourselves, and we don't need other people's recognition. Like but we do need to learn more about ourselves and know who we are and what we want to be. And when we know our worth,
Mm-hmm.
we don't need external approval anymore,
Mm-hmm.
and we can fully accept and love ourselves. And definitely we are always making efforts to become better of ourselves.
That's true. That's true. So, what is one thing you want to change in the world and why?
Yeah, I think I want to change uh, behavioral health, or traditional way, mental health. Especially during the pandemic, right? I think people have more awareness of their mental health. I really wish that everyone can really take care of themselves, especially their mental health. Uh, just like they take care of the body, right? I hope one day everybody can practice self care, uh, the same as brushing our teeth every day.
Uh, so, anyone who is just starting at in Silicon Valley as a woman, what is one piece of advice would you like to give just related to Silicon Valley?
Oh, to Silicon Valley. Well, I think connect with the communities. For women, right? There's a lot of amazing women communities for women as well. So I think and connect with the community, help as much as you can, uh, help others, and also don't hesitate to reach out to ask for help when you need.
I think that's it from our side. Thanks a lot for your time and
Right.
sharing with us your journey.